Welcome to the Yoke Podcast, where we talk about all things entrepreneurship, real estate, and partnerships. I'm your host, Travis Hall, alongside my co-host and wife, Ingrid. Together, we've been in real estate for nearly 2 decades, always as an equally yoked husband and wife team.
Join us each week as we bring you a new episode. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along, and welcome to this week's episode of
The Yoked Podcast. What's up, and welcome to the Yoked Podcast. I'm Travis. This is Ingrid.
Hi.
Hi. We're here. Another one. Another week.
Another one.
We're excited.
Yeah.
We have a fun episode. It's mostly my takeaways from where I was at this past week, and I have some arm candy, some pod candy. We have Boone with us, which is perfect. But it's going to be a good episode. I was in Miami at my Owners Club retreat.
What did they call it this time?
The winter immersion. It was great.
Immerse yourself.
It was so nice to go get warm.
Yeah.
And
at the beach.
And it was a fun trip. I extended it. I stopped by Oklahoma first. Yeah. Went and checked out a couple properties, saw some family. It's the first time I've been back in Stillwater in 8 years.
I know.
Which is crazy. So super fun to be back. Went to Eskimo Joe's, Smoky Joe's barbecue.
Well, and it is
awesome.
Interesting. So since we moved last year, the 2 trips that we've taken independently of each other. I was on a ladies' trip in Sedona last fall, and then you've taken this one, another one. We both tacked on days to those trips for like business purposes elsewhere. I stopped through Denver. You stopped in Oklahoma. It's totally different for us. Like, we are traveling for work now in a way that like we haven't before living up here. We're experiencing all new things as far as
and like we're
logistics.
so far up here that it makes so much more sense to tack on days.
Yeah.
It's like just extend your trip versus like going again.
Yeah.
And yeah, Denver was just like, it was more central, so it was easier, just a quick trip.
Well, and distance makes your heart grow fonder, babe. The kids missed you so much. They realized you're very useful in the family.
Right.
And they would like you around.
It was good though. It was a fun trip. We walked in an RV park, which was super cool.
Yeah.
The next thing that
maybe buy our
trying
first
to buy
RV
one.
park.
And yeah, then Miami was amazing. And there was so much, like my brain was full and like, oh my gosh, what do I do? But so much, but boiled it down into 5 key takeaways.
Yeah. And I think first it would be helpful just to remind the audience, like what Owners Club is, but also how important it is if you find yourself needing to level up and you're not around the right people. Because the whole reason you joined Owners Club was because we were looking for something like that.
Right.
Talk about that, because I think that's helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's one of my key takeaways. We joined it as just to be around people that are doing the same, if not more. And so many people are doing so much more than we are. It was a level up just to be in the right room.
Yep.
And you have to pay to get in those right rooms is what we had never done that. We'd never we'd gone to some different things, and it was great. And I'll say myself for sure, I'm a good definition of like a solopreneur, which is not a bad thing. There's a lot of people that start businesses and they just go. But you can go further faster, like we talk about on this podcast, with others. And so that's what this room is to surround myself by all of these people that a lot of them are in real estate, not all, a lot of them are in business, some form. They've all paid to be in the room, to learn from each other, to push each other forward. And so, yeah, absolutely. It's been a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we begin though, what was your favorite thing you ate in Stillwater?
Oh, Eskimo Joe's cheese fries.
For real.
For real. I was so looking forward to it.
I know. It wouldn't have mattered if they were garbage. You would have eaten.
Thick peppered bacon. Oh, so good.
Okay. What about your favorite thing in Miami?
We went to this Cuban restaurant.
Okay. But what'd you eat? Like, give it to us.
Well, I picked the Cuban sampler.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to pick, this one has all 3. So
taste of Cuba.
It was so good. They had these sweet plantains, which were amazing. And
Mm.
then there was 3 different kinds of meat, and it was so flavorful.
Oh, I love
It
that.
was delicious, and
Mm.
it was outside,
Oh, setting.
Cuban music just blaring in the background,
Ooh.
just you just kinda, like, bouncing around the whole time.
Didn't you convince the whole group to also walk back like 5
Yeah,
miles
it
instead
wasn't
of
5,
taking an Uber?
but we Ubered there, and then I was like, "Well, let's just walk," and it was, like, almost 3 miles.
That's good though, after a big meal, they're fine.
Exactly, and it was
That's why they
beautiful.
have you,
We
babe.
got back, and we walked into the wrong hotel room at first. The hotel, like, I don't think I told you this. We're walking back, and one of them was like, "Oh, here we are." So we walk in, and we get in, and we're like, "This is the wrong hotel." And so, I mean, they all look similar,
Whoops.
and yeah, it was funny.
That's awesome.
It was a good time, though.
Good. All right, well, take us
Lots of
there.
lessons. All
Yeah,
right,
first one.
first one. The first one is your ego has to die if growth is going to happen.
Mhm,
Right? And what does that mean? It
mhm,
means basically, and it's so real. Pace talked about this, and it's so real. It is basically like your ego, your internal ego, is constantly fighting and battling this new identity that you're striving to become.
mhm.
And it is so real. It's like your brain, like anytime there's something new or change, or you step out, you start a podcast, or you do something, and you're fearful and nervous. A lot of it is like it is your ego coming out of the comfort zone, and it's like
Mhm.
no, 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 don't do that.
We need to be
We
protected.
need to like, settle
Yeah.
back down. Let's not do it. And so Pace talked about like this constant fight between your ego and your new identity that you're constantly doing. And like you need to stand up and fight that former ego of yours because it otherwise it's gonna win.
Yeah.
If you're not fighting it, it will win.
So, like, practically, how do you fight, like, that internal old ego of who you used to be so you can shed it and
No, I think just acknowledging that it's there,
uh-huh.
acknowledging that that is in large part why that fear exists. Because so many people let that fear like be, like translate into other reasons, but it really is this internal fear of like, I don't want to fail.
Yeah.
And everybody's got it.
Yeah.
And I think just calling a spade and recognizing it and knowing it's not going to go away. Because if you're in this space, Flea, you're always wanting to grow.
Mhm.
You're always wanting to stretch yourself as an entrepreneur, business owner, and continue to get better. And that previous ego of yours, that previous identity is always going to battle you.
Yeah. I like that. And also, like, recognizing that, that's often, like, who you once wanted to be,
Right.
right? And then now you have to let that person go because you wanna be this next person, and it's a part of you that at one point, like, served you really well,
Yeah,
and it
absolutely.
can be difficult to let that go and say, "Okay, that's no longer me."
Well, and it ties into number 5 as well, but I'll talk about it now too. It it's this big thing of imposter syndrome,
Mhm.
which is so real, and I mean,
And so common
so
in
common,
all entrepreneur spaces.
and everyone has it. And the key that I keep hearing and learning is that it doesn't really matter how high you get, it doesn't go away.
Mhm.
And so, like in this room, in the room that I'm in, like there's some people that are just absolute killers in their industry. I mean, there is a guy that is constantly lending. He's in the lending space, real estate space. He's lending $18 million on the regular,
Sheesh.
18 million, maybe more, and he buys 15 deals a week.
Those are like small endowment
It
funds.
is remarkable, and even he has it.
Yeah.
Like one of the key speakers we had, his name is Vic Keller, and he is a billionaire. So he's doing something
Is that
right.
car wash guy?
Self-made billionaire. Yep. And he said, it does not go away. It does not.
Mm.
Just embrace it. And that kind of ties into number 1, embrace the imposter and fight that imposter
From a
because it's not,
billionaire.
yep, it's not going away. It just gets
Okay.
bigger.
I like that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
ego has to die if growth is going to happen. Number 1.
Okay. Number
Number
2.
2, and I love this because we have not, we've talked a lot about it, but I haven't given you like, here's my 5 things.
No.
I just talked with
You didn't
all,
talk in bullet points to me, although I
no.
wish you would.
Number 2 is proximity recalibrates what feels possible.
Mm,
And this is what we just talked about a little bit, but you have to be in the right rooms.
mhm.
I wrote down motivation fades. Motivation,
It
I mean, you
sure
can like
does.
gather and I'm gonna will it into existence, but that will fade. But if you're in the right room, if you've paid to be in that right room,
Yeah.
like they can help lift you up.
Yeah.
When I was in Owners Club in October, we were in a different spot
Oh, yeah.
and I didn't want to go. Just like mentally, I was like, I just don't want to go. It was the imposter syndrome. I shouldn't go. Things are, it just,
Who am I to
yeah.
go right
And
now and spend money on
we
that?
made the decision, and you were the one that was like, "You're freaking going,"
I did.
which of course I was going. I'd already booked it, but I was in that space where I just didn't feel like it. But I went because I needed to be around people that have been there before,
Mhm.
that have been there and they're ahead of me, and that will encourage and push me forward
Yeah. And I
in
think
a space of like, I understand you, I see you,
mhm.
and you can do this.
And I think that is the the sentiment behind the lesson of who not how,
Right.
which is when you got into Owners Club or any kind of paid mastermind, I'm sure, it's one of the first times that I truly started to understand that somebody has the solution and I don't have to be the solution for everything.
Hmm.
And being able to say, okay, here's a problem or an obstacle or a learning moment in our business. Somebody has the answer. It's not my sole responsibility to go find or recreate that answer. And I think in entrepreneurship, solopreneurship spaces, that is like default setting. Like, I'll figure it
Hmm.
out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's like, no, somebody else has already figured it out.
Right. Well, and in our world right now, it's so easy to get information.
Hmm.
You can learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. I mean, YouTube is just incredible. We're on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
you can learn so much.
AI, incredible.
AI,
Chat
like
GPT, incredible.
all the different school community platforms you can learn. You can pay for
Masterclass.
all
Yeah.
kinds
All
of
that.
things, but it's about being around those people.
Hmm.
Like it's learning, yes, and then getting around them and doing it together. I mean,
Yeah.
even like today, we have a meetup. We've started a meetup up here in Coeur d'Alene, and getting like providing that space. I mean, we're doing it for ourselves too. Like we want to meet these people and be around them and like do deals together,
Hmm.
but it's about being in this community of like, let's do this together.
Yeah. Most entrepreneurs that are at a higher level than you, obviously we're ones at your level, and they know what it's like. And they're actually happy to give you 20 minutes. And you'll learn more from that than you would at a 3-day seminar.
Right.
I like that.
I know. It's so good. All right. Number three, durable businesses beat flashy wins.
Nice.
So this was in Vic Keller's the billionaires chat. He talked about durable businesses, and he talked a lot about different things, but from a high level, he talked about durable enterprise value businesses versus cash flow only. He's like, cash flow
Okay.
is important. You can't have a business without cash flow. He's like, but so many people camp on cash flow. He's like, which I understand. He's like, but you want to create a business or buy a business or whatever business you're in and make it durable, long lasting, something that some AI tool can't just come and just wipe you out.
Hmm.
And I mean, obviously, from his perspective, it's maybe not easier, but he has the lens looking backwards at looking at all of the businesses that he has built up. Fun fact, he talked about Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, said, I think that company has merged or bought, not merged, but bought 52 businesses ever, which isn't much in a big, like you look at like BlackRock and they've bought like hundreds and hundreds.
Sure.
They've bought 52. They're very specific of what they buy. 4 of those 52 were Vic Keller's businesses.
Hmm.
So I'm like, all right, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Like you and Warren Buffett have a little something in common. But he talked about like that's why he loves the car wash industry. You can have, robots that will clean the cars and do all the stuff, but you still need people.
Hmm.
It's durable. Like and until where it's like the Jetsons where
Sure.
the cars go and do themselves like without people or you send the car to the car wash maybe, but in general, it is a very durable business because most people in the US have cars and they want them clean.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
think,
like, he talked about that as why it's a durable business, and he talked specifically around, you want your customer, your client to want you more than you need them.
hmm I think about consistency, like hearing you talk about that, and like anything that like consistency wins every time, right?
Hmm.
And I think that's too like a durable business. I think consistent. It's consistent over time. It has SOPs,
Yep.
structure, things underneath that anything you're repeating, has a reason.
Right. Well, and he camped on two things, and I'll share these. I wasn't going to, but I will because they're so good. Number one is people. Like, it's all about people. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You might be producing something. It's about people. Like
Yeah.
people, people, people. He kept like camping on that and like pouring into your people. And he said, with that, he said, there's three characteristics that go into people and good hires. And he said, they have the similarities are that's what Chick-fil-A focuses on.
hmm
And he said, this is what Delta Force in the military, like top level military branch. He said he's hired some Delta Force people, and like the combination or correlation between Chick-fil-A and them is that they hire for the three C's. They said they want people to be competent.
Yep.
You don't have to know everything. You just be competent and teachable. They want to have good character,
Mm,
good person, good character, and then good chemistry
yeah.
amongst each
The
other.
rest of the team.
He said it's the same in both Chick-fil-A and in Delta
It's
Force.
fascinating.
I'm like, well, it's so good.
And both
Durable
run like a
businesses,
machine.
people, 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 character, competency, chemistry.
I like that.
Hmm.
Those are good like benchmarks. If you don't have one of those, like just probably don't even hire the person.
Right. I'm like, do I want to be Chick-fil-A? No, but can I learn a lot from them on what they do?
Yeah.
I mean, they crush every other food restaurant, period, and they're closed 52 days a year
I
that
know.
the other restaurants are not.
I know.
Like
It's
he was giving
awesome.
us numbers of Chick-fil-A versus all of the others. It is staggering how much money they make compared.
Isn't
And
that
he's like, "Are
wild?
they the best chicken sandwich in the world?" No. He's like, "But they do people well, and you know what the
You
how
know
they're
what
gonna
you're
take
gonna
care of."
get.
Yeah, they
They're
take care of
so
you.
consistent. And they do take care of you. And they take care of their people. I like that.
Mhm. All
All
right.
right.
Number 4,
Mm,
action creates access. And so this is a good one. This is like it's not necessarily about it goes back to learning. It's about doing. And
mhm.
so executing those plans. Like we've talked about this on the podcast. It's so easy to think and dream up and plan and plan and plan and plan. Oh, and this
Mhm.
and this and this. And unless you do it,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't matter.
And that's the one thing people don't quite realize about AI is that you can flush an idea, flush an idea, flush an idea, create a business plan, put an SOP together. It'll make a spreadsheet for you, all these things. You still have to go do it.
Right.
You have to literally go do it. And
Mm,
that is what is missing. Like, that's why robots won't ever take over the world, in my opinion.
yeah, not fully.
No.
Agreed. It's like you have to execute the plan.
hmm
And so you talked about like a lot of people are just one deal away from I mean life change or like the tipping point.
hmm
It's like they've really focused on they have an amazing idea, but go back to the ego and the fear of number one, like they're afraid to execute because what happens if it doesn't work?
Yeah. Well, and sometimes that's a fear rooted in a real experience that you have to pay attention to. But I'm thinking about clients and friends that we have that are new to the flipping world, but they've done 3 flips now. And this last one stung, they didn't make what they wanted. Numbers were off and obviously just the horrible market. Um,
Hmm.
and at one point, this sentiment of we're done. We're just out. We're not going to do this anymore. It's sucks. It's too hard. We can't afford to lose money. And yet I'm like, you're at the tipping point. You've done 3. Like you have so much knowledge and experience now. You can't waste it.
Hmm.
You've got to go get that next one because that is executing. Like you can't give up now.
Right. I was sitting down with a couple yesterday that are part of the meetup up here, right?
Mhm.
And just chatting. They, just like, hey, they want to pick my brain on some things, and so we're sitting there having coffee, and I didn't realize that they own a vending machine company.
Hmm.
But they really want to do this real estate stuff, and they're really trying, and it's amazing. and they were talking about this competitor in the vending world, and it might not work, but just like my outsider perspective, just listening to them,
Mhm.
um, like they were talking about how like it's that one's like it was for sale, and there's so many things, there are issues with it, and I was like, well, have you thought about like buying it, like just buying it? Like,
Yeah.
sure,
If you
there's a
can't beat them, join them,
yeah,
kind
can
of
you just
thing.
like buy that whole business on terms? Like it's for sale right now and it's run down a lot of the machines, but it was this like they they didn't have ego around it. They were a little bit of a blinders of
Yeah.
like, oh, and I could see it click
Mhm.
with her, and she was like, interesting. I was like, you don't have to like. There's 300 vending machines. They currently have 7.
Yeah.
They have 7 amazing ones, and these are 300 old janky ones. And so there are lots of hurdles, sure, but just this idea of like, could you buy it on terms, make it a win for the seller, and then maybe you don't want a quarter of them because they're trashy. Could you turn around and sell those on terms to somebody else that wants to start with a
Right.
fresh 25 vending machines? I don't know. It was just like
Yeah, like some young
this
kid that's, like,
interesting. Yeah,
excited about I like
exactly.
that. Well, and you think about momentum too with this of execution is how you get momentum. Ideas don't give you momentum. And sometimes you need momentum in business. Like you've had loss, loss, win, loss, 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 win. It's like when you start that momentum, it's like, let's go. Ideas just don't get you that.
Well, and that's where like these all play together because you have this great idea and you don't really know what to do. Number one, is that your back of your brain's like telling you this, don't do it. This is scary. Like, but if you're in the right room, you
Mhm.
can bring this idea to a fellow person that maybe has done it, or
Mhm.
at least is like in the same brain space and like, oh yeah, absolutely. Have you thought about
When you
this?
did that with the RV parks
Right.
and it
Oh,
affirmed
absolutely.
some things
I
and you
set
were
out
like,
to go
"Oh,
chat with people about RV parks that have done it
yeah."
and or at least are fully in
Mhm.
it. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, what can I do with this?
Also,
And
you wanna know what's not flashy? RV parks.
right. I mean, they're pretty popular right now, just because Pace has talked a lot about them. They are not flashy and they are not sexy,
No,
but they're cool.
they're cool.
It's a cool way to provide affordable housing.
I know, I do love that. That's for a podcast for a whole 'nother time, but
Right.
I agree, like, you can't just have ideas, it's executing them. Alright,
Cool.
last
Next
one.
one. Getting bigger requires asking for help.
Mm,
This one's so good for me. It punched me in the gut along with probably a quarter of the room. And it's easy to hear something like that and be like, oh, well, I'm behind. Like for me, it's easy to sit in the room of all these people and think, I'm behind.
yep,
I need to catch up. And it's not necessarily that. It is, I have this room of people, and a lot of times in the entrepreneur space, we think, and it's where like they all bleed, but we think, I don't want to be a burden. Like I
right.
should know. I don't want to ask for help. Like he's got busy things happening. And he kind of squashed that for me of like,
I like
we
that.
have this group of people, like ask for freaking help. If you like, it's here. The
Yeah,
answer is here in this room. That's why we're here. Ask for help. And I think about just general entrepreneurship, like chat can help, but chat isn't boots on the ground doing it.
no, no,
And so ask for help. And even if you feel like it's a stupid question, like we had the statement of this phrase that we just said yesterday in one of our groups, our partnerships. And you said, you guys should be asking me 100 questions a day.
yeah, and for sure. I mean,
Solely because
I'm
like
like, I have
we've
the
done it.
answers to all of these
Right.
things, don't struggle alone. Like, come get the answer. It's not you still learn it, just don't learn it the hard way.
Right. And like the hesitation of asking, it caps your ability to grow.
Yeah,
Where like if you are one question away from the next step, all you gotta do is ask it and get this answer, and it like opens up the next door.
right.
It's
Well,
like
and I will
just
say,
do
like,
it.
in a partnership, I mean, our podcast talks a lot about partnerships. It's the same sentiment in business as it is in marriage, which is like, I don't I don't want to be your employee,
Right.
and I don't want an employee. I want a partner.
Mhm.
It's the idea of being yoked. It's a work tool. You can go further together. Like, I don't want to tell people what to do and have them be my minions that just go execute. that's not fun. That's not interesting. That's not how you grow. Like, it should be a circular collaboration at all times. Like, can
Mhm.
you imagine if it was just like you get, done from work and you're like, "Hey, honey, just checking in. Like, what do you need? What do you need me to do?"
Right.
I'd be like, "You figure it out. There's 8,000 things to do."
Like, where's my list?
Yeah. I mean, if you want a list, but I think it's
There's some people out there, like, with their spouse, like, "I need a list." Just
actually, I would love a
yeah.
list.
Just
But asking for help, like, there's no shame in it, and there's no dumb question in entrepreneurship.
and it just comes back to ego, like, it it does feel intimidating, and, like, your internal dialogue makes you feel small, like,
Mhm.
"I should know this answer," or, "I should be able to figure this out on my own,"
Mhm.
and which I personally fully understand, and it's
Yeah.
like, "No, you don't have to."
Mhm.
Like, ask for help.
Yeah.
Ask someone that's done it.
I love that.
If you're in the right room, ask somebody that's done it.
Totally.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was amazing.
Good.
It boiled down 5 things that were amazing, and yeah, here it is.
I love it. I'll also say, like, as an encouragement to the audience, if you've set goals for this year and some of those goals are like personal development, personal growth, business growth, and you need to go somewhere else and get in a different room to make that happen, like, you do need support at home. I mean, you were gone for 6 days.
Mhm.
The internet went out while you were gone. That was super fun.
It did,
Children got sick while you were gone. I had to do the whole ski team thing solo, which was quite something. I got my butt handed to me on the slopes. Like,
which is
it's
saying
not
something because 'cause you're a
easy.
great skier.
Well, there's much better
You're
skiers
gonna be
out
better
there.
this year.
Yeah. Um, it You have to have help. And so sometimes, like, leveling up means asking your spouse for help.
Mhm.
Can you cover the kids? Can you do this while I go do this for us? Like, you have to have support at home to be able to do this in a way that you're actually gonna be able to benefit from the growth.
So true.
Like, if you feel like a burden that you're gone the whole time and you come back and I have a mouthful of resentment and, like, that is not helpful. That's not helpful at all.
Right.
Makes you not wanna go. So, people who are listening, like, spouses of entrepreneurs, you've got to get they are better if you can back them up at home or on whatever front you get to do in the background.
Yeah, and pushing them to the right room. I mean,
Yeah.
that is the key thing in all of this is, like, does that mean you need to go spend a ton of money on a mastermind? Not necessarily,
No,
but it means
you can
surrounding
do it
yourself by people that are pushing you forward,
for sure. Yeah.
and, like, a lot of those people a lot of people have people in their lives that pulls them back and they don't even realize it.
Mhm.
It's the people that want you to stay the way you are, and the same it's, like,
Yeah.
subconscious. It's like, I don't like, be careful, like, man, don't start a
Ooh.
business like I
Yeah.
started a business and I've lost all this money.
Yep.
Don't do that. Like, I love you. And, like, it's wrapped in love and caretaking, but in a lot of ways, like, that can bring you down,
Yeah.
and then you might not do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, tease next week's episode because 'cause I'm very excited.
Oh, with Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have next week, at least right now, unless things
Well,
change,
that's
next
true.
week's episode is a local coffee shop owner with a
Mhm.
cool story, and it's our favorite coffee shop here in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, interviewed him in the coffee shop,
it'll
and
be a
so
good
it'll
one.
be good. And then we have book club for this book in 2
The
weeks.
Ruthless Elimination of Hurry.
You and I both already crushed this book.
Homer again, so good. It was incredible. Oh,
How much have you purged? Anything yet?
like, internally,
Yeah. No,
I love
this
it.
it's so good.
Well, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along as we drop a new episode each week. I can be found on Instagram at the Ingrid Hall.
Mhm. I'm at the Travis Hall on all the socials. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the Yoke Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it.
And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along as we drop a new episode each week.